Hello, movie lovers! Bob for Bob's movie review here, and I'd like to bring you my review of Clerks 3 on Blu ray. This one was provided to me for review by Lionsgate. If you do get a chance to check this one out, love your thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure to include more information, including links to purchase one down in the description. So disclaimers right up front on this one. I don't believe I ever saw Clerks, and I saw Clerks 2, but I was a much younger man when I saw that one. And I'm not the biggest fan of Kevin Smith movies. It's just, I never got super into the Clerks or the Jay and Silent Bob movies. And I feel like there are people who are like super fans of these characters and they're super fans of Kevin Smith. And I just feel like I've never really been there. Not that I like hate his movies or anything. I just have never been a super fan. And so I went into this one, not with extremely high expectations. Now, it's been quite a while since the first Clerks come out. The actors have gotten a lot older. They are, middle-aged or beyond middle-aged. And I feel like that's kind of what this story is about. It's about growing up and getting older and reminiscing of the past and trying to move on from your past, and kind of that we all have our own things that we've gone through, and we all see our lives differently, and we all have our own issues and our own struggles. And at least that's what I got from this movie. So this movie starts out kind of being silly, and I thought there was like a lot of really good one-liners. I laughed pretty hard quite a few times, but I feel like as the movie goes on, the comedy really takes a backseat to the story. So this movie is a lot about the character Randall, who works at the Quick Stop, and he has a heart attack, and he's real calm about it, and he's like joking, and he goes into the hospital, and they're like, you have a 20% chance of living, but I'm going to make sure you live through this. And he lives through it, and he gets really kind of introspective and looks back on his life and decides he wants to do something, at least something a little different, other than just working at the Quick Stop every day, which is a convenience store. And so he decides he's going to make a movie, and the movie is going to be based on his life and have actual events from his life and stories and just things that have happened at the different places he's worked, including the Quick Stop and the other characters in the movie. And they decide, for authenticity and for cost, that instead of hiring actors, they'll just use the actual people. And so they kind of go through a lot of stuff, I think, from the other two movies and kind of rehash things that happened as they're filming this movie. And as the movie goes on, we kind of learned that Dante is going through a lot, and he's having a lot of trouble, and he's kind of reached that midpoint of his life, and he's just really struggling. And I think deep down he's depressed, and he's not happy with the way his life has turned out, and he just doesn't seem to be super happy. Now, even though there is some sad parts in this movie, and they're kind of dealing with these people who aren't necessarily happy with the way their lives turned out, or things that happen in their lives, or they're really struggling in some ways, it does stay fun. It's not like you're going to cry through this whole movie. But I was pleasantly surprised in the story. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I think for fans of the series, this is going to have just tons and tons of nostalgia. And then in the end, when they show the movie, it is like footage from the first Clerks. I think that's what this is. It's like the making almost of the first Clerks. And it's super interesting. So I really enjoyed it. I love the characters in this one. I love the story. Instead of just going for stupid, off-the-wall comedy for the whole time, they went with a more serious story and throwing in some comedy. And of course, Jay and Silent Bob have their kind of just stoner kind of hijinks. But overall, guys, I really enjoyed the story. I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. So I give this one a 3.5 out of 5. But I do feel like this movie is going to appeal more to a middle-aged man, or maybe a little over-the-hill man like myself, and not necessarily appeal as much to a younger audience, because like I said, I do feel like this movie is about growing older. And I enjoyed it. So I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, check the Says videos, and I'll see you guys next time.
Okay, the video is done. Choose another video. Still here? Subscribe. and visit my social media links.